This is Core Skill Review number 2 practice test. Number 1, change the margin setting for this document to normal. Go up to the Layout tab and in the Margins drop down, select the normal option. Number 2, beginning with the confidential information paragraph, format this document as 2 equal columns. So we're going to select to highlight from confidential information all the way to the end, making sure everything is selected. Go to the Layout tab and Columns drop down, we're going to select 2. Click to deselect the text. Number 3, change the page orientation to landscape. Layout tab, orientation drop down, and select the landscape option. Number 4, add an orange solid line box page border with a width of 1 point. Design tab and over to the Page Borders command. In the Settings section, we're going to select Box. From the Color drop-down, in the Standard Colored section, you want orange. And from the Width drop-down, we want to select 1 point. Click OK to apply. Use Quick Parts to replace the title Fusion Tomo Business Plan with the document property title. Going to select the title Fusion Tomo Business Plan, go up to the Insert tab, the Quick Parts drop down, and select Document Property, and I'm going to replace this with the title property. Click anywhere outside of that to deselect it. Number 6, add the built-in Works Cited bibliography to the bottom of the document. I'm going to scroll down to the end, place my cursor at the end of the document. I'm going to go up to the References tab, and in the Bibliography drop-down, going to select the option of Works Cited. Number 7, turn on automatic hyphenation so that words can be split on their syllables. On the Layout tab, we're going to go to the drop-down for hyphenation and select Automatic. Number 8, insert the Draft 1 watermark using the Building Blocks Organizer. I'm going to go up to the Insert tab, the Quick Parts drop-down, and select Building Blocks Organizer. You want to scroll to the end of this listing until you get to the Watermark Gallery, which is towards the end. They are in alphabetical order. So here we have the gallery of watermarks, and we want to find Draft 1. Which is located here. We're going to insert that. You can see that's been applied. Number 9, apply the web layout view to this document. View tab and select Web Layout. Number 10, add a hyperlink pointing to the email address contact@fusiontomo.com to the word email at the bottom of this document. Scroll down to the end and I'm going to highlight the word email, go up to my Insert tab, and in the Links command group, I'm going to select Hyperlink. In my Insert Hyperlink dialog box, I want to make sure that Link To is set to existing file or web page, and in the address, I'm going to enter the email address contact@fusiontomo.com. You can see as I'm typing that it adds the word mail to with a colon. You want to make sure that stays in there. Do not delete it. We have fusiontomo.com and click OK. And you can see that has been turned into a hyperlink. Number 11, create a concert program using the band concert program template and save the document as a web page file type. I'm going to go up to my File tab and select New. And in my search bar, I want to search for band concert program. Click Enter to execute the search. And this first template that pops up, Band Concert Program, I'm going to click to select that. And in the window that appears, I'm going to click Create. Now I want to save this document as a web page file. File, Save As, hit my Browse button. The file name is already entered for us. We want to save this as a web page. Going to click Save. If you've tried this question before, it will pop up and say if you want to replace it, save changes with a different name, or merge changes. It's only if you've already done this question before, because that file is already saved there. So I'm going to hit Replace Existing File and click OK. Number 12, apply the draft view to this document. Go up to the View tab and select Draft in our Views command group. Number 13, change the file type of this document to rich text format and save it with the name Document 1. File tab, Save As, our Browse button. The Save As type we want to set to rich text format, and then the file name, Document 1, no spaces and with a capital D. Save. And click Continue if you get that pop-up dialog box. Modify the spacing of the bulleted list by removing the space after each paragraph. So here we have 4 bullets. I'm going to select all 4 bullet points. And then on my Home tab in my Paragraph command group, I want to select the line and paragraph spacing drop down, and we're going to remove space after paragraph. Click anywhere to deselect that text. Number 15, use Find and Replace to replace the pound character with the dollar character. On my Home tab, I'm going to go up to the Replace command in my Editing group. In the Find What box, I'm going to enter the pound symbol or the number symbol, replace with the dollar sign, and I want to click Replace All. And it will tell you all done. We made 2 replacements. Click OK. And you can close out of Find and Replace. Show the paragraph marks for this document. On my Home tab in my paragraph group, I'm going to select the Show and Hide button to turn it on. Number 17, change the shape outline of the rounded rectangle at the bottom of page 2 to red. Now, this is a problem with this particular practice test. It will mark this question wrong, even if you're completing the steps right. So I will show you how to complete it the correct way, but it is going to mark it wrong. I have reached out to Geometrix to fix the issue. Maybe by the time that you are watching this video, it will be rectified, but as of right now, it is marking it wrong. So I'm going to go down to the second page, and here we have a text box with a rounded rectangle shape. I'm going to click to select this, and up on my Format Contextual tab, I'm going to go to my Shape Styles command group, my Shape Outline drop down, and in the Standard Colors section, I'm going to apply the red color to the border. Click to deselect it and hit Next. So you can see it has been marked as incorrect, but that is the way that you complete that step. We're just going to go and continue on. Number 18, in autocorrect options, add an autocorrect initial caps exception to not correct the word Geometrix. Close all dialog boxes. File tab, I'm going to go down to Options, select the Proofing category, and in the first section, I'm going to click on the autocorrect options button. And then in this first section, I want to click on the exceptions button. And in the next dialog box that pops open, I'm going to select the Initial Caps tab at the top, and I want to enter the word Geometrix. So that's capital G, capital M, then lowercase ETRIX. So make sure you have the proper capitalization, no spaces, spelled correctly. Then click Add. I'm going to click OK. OK again from the next, and OK again from the last dialog box. Number 19, convert the title Apples to a word art image with the style Fill Olive Green, Accent 3, Sharp Bevel, and change the text wrap to In Line with Text. So I want to select my heading of apples. I'm going to highlight that. Go up to my Insert tab. Then in the Text command group, I want to select the drop down for Insert Word Art. And here we have some preset selections. So you can hover over to get the exact name. So here I want Fill Olive Green, Accent 3, Sharp Bevel. So always make sure they match identically to what they're asking for. Going to click to apply that. Now, this is a two-part question, so don't forget the last step. It says to change the text wrap to In Line with Text. So with Apple still selected, I want to click on my Layout Options button in the top right corner. And then I want to click to apply the In Line with Text option. Click anywhere outside to deselect the text. Number 20, apply the simple frame white picture style to the image of two apples on page 1 of the document. I'm going to select my graphic, go up to the Format Contextual tab, and in my Picture Styles command group, here we have the picture styles that we can apply. If you need to, you can hit the More button to expand the gallery. And we want the simple frame white, and that should be the first option in the gallery. Click to apply and click outside to deselect. Number 21, create a new document using any template. File, New. You can search for a specific word here. You can also click on any of the suggested searches along the bottom here. I'm going to go just click on flyers, and it'll give you some example templates that they have. I'm going to go ahead and select this bright floral event flyer and click to create. Number 22, insert a table of contents at the beginning of the document using automatic table 1. So make sure your cursor is right here at the beginning. This is actually your header up here, so that's not considered part of the document. So you want to be after that graphic there, but before your heading of themes. I'm going to go up to the References tab, Table of Contents drop down, and select Automatic Table 1. So here you can see it has inserted the table of contents. Inside the first text box, enter the quote, "Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow," and deselect the text box. So here we have a text box. You can see right now it says type a quote from the document or the summary of an interesting point. You can position the text box anywhere in the document. I'm going to click inside that, and it highlights all the text, so I can just start typing and it will overwrite that. Now make sure you're typing this quote in all caps, just like they have it. So we have learn from yesterday, comma, live for today, comma, hope for tomorrow. And then click anywhere outside that text box to deselect it. '24. Add the checkmark bullet to the paragraph starting with the title Allocation of Functions and ending with the title Incentives and Prizes. I'm going to scroll down to find those paragraphs. Here I have Allocation of Functions. And then I'm going to drag to highlight all the way down to Incentives and Prizes paragraph. Up on my Home tab in my Paragraphs drop-down, I'm going to select the checkmark bullet point to apply. Click anywhere to deselect that text. '25. In the autocorrect options, make the exception to not correct the initial caps of the word CPs. File, Options, Proofing category, autocorrect options button, your exceptions button. Make sure you're on your initial caps tab at the top, and then we have capital C, capital P, lowercase s, and you're going to add that to your exceptions list. Then you want to click OK out of all of your open dialog boxes. Add a comment to the paragraphs starting with allocation of functions and ending with achievement of the objectives. Have it read, add bullets to make these stand out. I'm going to click to highlight all of these paragraphs. Up to my Review tab, select New Comment. So here you get a little sidebar with your name where you can add a comment here, and you're going to type add bullets to make these stand out. Click anywhere outside of the comment box to save that. '27. Change the bullet points starting with hiring forms and ending with when it will to a numbering format, the Roman numerals 1, 2, 3. So Here I have that list, hiring forms, all the way down to when it will. I'm going to go up to my home tab. So right now it's set to bullet points. We want to change this to a numbered list. So your numbering drop down and you want the Roman numerals. Click to apply and click anywhere to deselect that text. '28. Move the paragraph starting with merit rating into the text box. So here's our text box. You can see right now it's just some default text. And we want to bring this paragraph, merit rating, into that text box. It's up to you how you want to do it. You can select the text, then click and drag. You can cut and then paste it into there. I'm going to go ahead and select my text, and I'm just going to click and drag that into the text box. You can see it actually added it above the line instead of in the blue part. Maybe it's better if we cut and paste it. Nope, it's still staying up there. All right, go ahead and click next. 29, insert a banded quote text box into the document before the bonus section. So here's our bonus section. I'm going to put my cursor here right before the capital B. We may still have to move the text box once we insert it though. I'm going to go up to the Insert tab, text box drop down, and we want banded quote. Make sure you're selected banded quote and not banded sidebar. So these do have two, sometimes three options for each type of text box. So I'm going to click to insert that, and you can see once I inserted it, it did come after the bonus heading. So I'm just going to hover over the border of that text box till you get that 4-directional arrow. We call that a crosshair. And you're just going to click, click and drag that just so it's before the word bonus. Number 30, apply the intense emphasis style to the table on page 1, then convert the table to text separated with paragraph marks. So this is a two-part question, so make sure you're completing both parts. So here we have a table on page 1. It starts with Pacific Ocean. You can see when I hover over it, I get that table selector in the top left-hand corner. I'm going to click on that box to select the whole entire table. Then up on my Home tab in my Styles group, I'm going to select the More button on my Styles gallery, and here I want to apply the Intense Emphasis style. Now remember, this is two parts, so with all of the text in that table still selected, I'm going to go up to my Layout Contextual tab, and in my Data group, I'm going to select Convert to Text. And we want to separate this table into text separated with paragraph marks. So make sure that's selected and click OK. So now this text is no longer formatted as a table. '31. In the autocorrect options, add the word actually with one L to be replaced with actually, spelled the correct way, with two L's. So File, down to Options. We want our proofing category, autocorrect options, and down here in the replace box, we have actually capitalized with one L, and then we're going to replace that with actually capitalized with two L's. You're going to click your Add button to add that to the list. Click OK, and OK again to exit out of all of the dialog boxes. 32, convert the text in the last paragraph of the document, starting with PA results, into a table. I'm going to scroll down to the end of our document, and here we have PA results, and we want to select all of it to the last line, which is less than 25, which is nothing. I'm going to go up to the Insert tab, Table drop-down, select Convert Text to Table, and it does not specify to change anything in our dialog box, so we're going to accept all the defaults and click OK. Click anywhere to deselect your table and click Next. 33, add a comment to the last heading called Summary and Style Guide Example, saying, where is the Style Guide Example hyperlink? I'm going to scroll down to find that heading and select it, Summary and Style Guide Example. Go up to the Review tab, select New Comment, and then in my sidebar here, I'm going to enter the text, where is the Style Guide Example hyperlink? Remember to include that question mark, and also make note that Style Guide Example, all of those 3 words are capitalized. Click anywhere outside of the comment box to save that and click Next. 34, create a table of contents using the automatic Table 2 and set the headings above the paragraphs to level 2. So make sure your cursor is at the very beginning of your document. You're going to go up to your References tab, Table of Contents drop-down, and select Automatic Table 2 option. And you should get the box that pops up, creating a table of contents. Start by applying a heading style from the Styles gallery to the selected text. Click OK. And you can see Table of Contents, no Table of Contents entries found. So we have to set all of these headings to a level 2. So you can select them all at the same time, or you can apply them individually. I'll go ahead and apply individually. You can always select, hold down your Control button and select the next one, and so on and so forth. But with that first heading selected, I'm going to go up to my Home tab, and in my Styles command group, you want to apply heading 2, which will be level 2. Go ahead to the next heading and do the same, and apply to all of the headings in the document. So our last one here is Summary and Style Guide Example. Click to apply that. Now if I go back up to my Table of Contents, you can see that I still have no headings shown in, or no entries shown in my Table of Contents. So I have to click on my Table of Contents, and you get your border around, and you also have this option to update the table. I'm going to click on that, and now all of my headings will show in my Table of Contents along with what page they are located on. "35. Beginning with the paragraph that starts with "I would like" and ending with the paragraph that starts with "Please keep in touch," change the paragraph settings to Full Justify. I'm going to click to drag and select all of these paragraphs up until "Please keep in touch." And then on my Home tab in my Paragraph command group, I want to select the justification. Click to deselect the text and hit Next. Number 36, change the color of the background to tan background 2 and add a box border with a width of 6 points. On my design tab, I'm going to select page color, and from that drop down I want tan background 2. Make sure it matches exactly. Click to apply, and I also want a box border. So I'm going to select the page borders option. Under setting, click on box, and it says a width of 6 points. Does not say to change the color, so we're going to leave all other defaults as is and click OK. Save the document in the Geometrics Templates folder as a template under the name ocean.dotx. File, Save As, Browse. We want the file name, or let's change the type first. We're going to save as type as a Word template. Now, depending on your particular computer that you're working on, it may show file extensions .dotx, .doc, whatever after that period is your file extension. Some computers have it set to display them, some do not. You can see my file names are not showing extensions. I don't have to type them in there. It's just kind of understood that it's there based on what type of file I'm saving it as. So I only actually need that text before the extension. So my file name, I'm going to name it as Ocean. I want to make sure that I'm in my Geometrics Templates folder. This is important because if you're not in the right folder and you save it somewhere else, it's going to mark it wrong. So Geometrics Templates, click Save, and then I can hit my Next button. 38, apply a black Text 1 glow to the cloud picture under Climate Effects. So here I have my clouds graphic. I'm going to click to select that, go up to my Format Contextual tab, and in my Picture Effects drop-down, going to select Glow. Now you can see that there is no black glow in my presets here. So I'm going to select More Glow Colors, and I want to find Black Text 1. So here I have it. I'm going to click to apply that, and then deselect my cloud picture. Edit the footer and set the options to not have a different first page. Insert tab, footer drop down. I'm going to go down and select Edit Footer. So that activates my footer on my first page and gives me my Design Contextual tab. And I want to deselect the checkbox next to Different First Page. Then I can close out of my header and footer. Number 40, insert the retrospect quote text box at the end of the document and enter the words, "The ocean is a water world." I'm going to scroll to the end of my document, go up to my Insert tab, text box drop down, and I want to scroll until I find the retrospect quote text box, which is here. Again, make sure you're not selecting the sidebar option. Going to click to insert that, and with my text in that box still highlighted, I'm going to overwrite it with "The ocean is a water world." Make sure you pay attention to which words are capitalized. I'm going to click outside to deselect my text box and move on to the next. Add a blank footer and enter copyright with your copyright symbol Fusion Tomo, all rights reserved. Insert tab, footer drop down, your first option of blank. And then with the type here text highlighted, we're going to overwrite that with copyright space, and we need to insert our copyright symbol. So I'm going to go up to the Insert tab, my symbols drop down, and here I have my copyright symbol. Then we have space, Fusion Tomo, one word, but there is that capital T in the middle. Always remember that. And we have all rights reserved. I can double click outside of my footer area to close that out. (42) Insert a page number at the bottom of the page using the Stacked Pages to option. Insert, page number drop down, bottom of page, and we need to find Stacked Pages to. Which is located here. I'm going to click to apply that. Then again, I can double click outside of my footer area to deactivate that. (43) Mark the document as final to protect its contents and prepare it for sharing. File tab, then with my info category selected, protect document drop down and mark as final. You'll get a message that pops up. This document will be marked as final and then saved. Click OK. If you get another message, you can click OK for that as well. And you can see you get the message, this document has been marked as final to discourage editing. Go ahead and click Next. (44) In autocorrect options, do not have it replace text as you type. File, down to Options, select your proofing category, then select your autocorrect options button, and then down here we want to deselect the checkbox that says replace text as you type. Click OK out of all of your dialog boxes and hit Next. (45) Insert a header. Using a quick parts in the document property category box, enter design. Insert tab, header drop down. We're going to insert a blank header. Then using quick parts, so we're going to go up to the Insert tab, quick parts drop down. We're going to enter the document property of category, so that overwrites the type here, and with this still selected in that box we're going to enter the word design. And you can double click anywhere outside of your header area to deselect it. (46) Format the page background to have the preset gradient ocean with a from center shading style. Design tab, page color drop down, and select Fill Effects. You want to make sure you're on your gradient tab at the top. Select the preset option in the color section. And when selecting that, it will give you the option of preset colors with a drop down where you want to find the ocean option. And we want from center shading style. So in our shading style section, select from center and then click OK and it will apply. 47, add a comment to the heading Climate Effects saying remove the second paragraph. We're going to click to select our Climate Effects heading, go up to the Review tab, New Comment, and in our sidebar we're going to enter the comment remove the second paragraph. Click anywhere outside of that comment box to save it. Add bullets to the paragraph lines that begin under the headings, the purpose, and examples of reason. So here we have the heading, the purpose is. I'm going to select the text under that. Home tab, in the paragraph group, I'm going to select my bullets command button. You don't have to select the drop down because it doesn't signify which bullet point to use, so that means you want to just use the default bullet. So you can click the actual button to apply. Now it also wants us to add them to the text of, which is underneath the heading, examples of reasons. So I'm going to do the same for this list here. Add a watermark image to the background and don't have the washout option checked. Use the image FT logo located in the Geometrics Templates folder inside your Documents folder as the watermark image. I'm going to go up to Insert tab. Design tab. My watermark drop down. I'm going to select Custom Watermark. And in my dialog box, I'm going to select the radio button for Picture Watermark. We want to deselect the checkbox for washout. And then I want to select the picture. And I'm going to select that from a file saved on my computer. If it's not shown, you can expand the file folder location under Documents and then select Geometrics Templates, and here you will have the FT logo image. Click to select that and hit Insert. Then you can hit your Apply button and close your watermark dialog box out. So here we have our Fusion Tomo watermark. Number 50, select the table starting with Company Presentation and show all borders. Oops, did I skip it? Yes. So here you can see it's easy to bypass text that's set as a table when your borders are not shown for it. But you can see as I hover over that text, you get that table selector box. So I'm going to click that to select the whole entire table. Then on the Design Contextual tab, I have my borders drop down, and I'm going to click to show all borders. Deselect the table and hit Next. 51, select the list that starts with Hiring Forms and Special and ends with Be Carried Out, and decrease the indent of the list by 1. So these bullet points, hiring forms, all the way down to when it will be carried out. And to decrease the indent, we're going to go up to the Home tab of the ribbon, and in our paragraph group, it's your left pointing arrow to decrease indent. So it's going to take those bullet point check marks and just move it to the left. You only want to hit that one time. Click to deselect and hit Next. 52, select the quote that starts with "Hard work is the key to success" and ends with Charles Lazarus. Use the Draw Text Box tool to create a text box and apply the shape style of Subtle Effect Orange Accent 6. I'm going to scroll down to find that quote. Here we have hard work all the way to Charles Lazarus. I'm going to go up to my Insert tab, text box drop down, and select Draw Text Box. With that text box still selected, I'm going to go up to my Format Contextual tab, and in my Shape Styles group, I'm going to select the More button to show the gallery. So we want a color of orange, so we know it's going to be one in this column. So you want to find Subtle Effect, here we have Subtle Effect Orange Accent 6. Click to apply that and deselect your text box. Change the quote starting with hard work and ending with Charles Lazarus to center alignment with a left and right indentation of 0.5 inches. So I'm going to scroll to find that quote again and I'm going to select it. In my Home tab in my Paragraph group, I'm going to set that to center alignment. And with that text still selected, I'm going to hit my Paragraph dialog box launcher in the bottom right-hand corner. In the indentation section, I'm going to set the left to 0.5, and I'm going to set the right to 0.5 as well. Click OK, and then I can deselect that text. 54, find the comment attached to CCP and delete it. So here we have a comment, and you can see as I hover over it, it indicates that it is attached to the letters CCP. I'm going to click to select that comment, go up to my Review tab, and hit my Delete command. So that was our last question in this test. It's going to bring me to my summary screen. Green check marks show all that I got right. You can see I got the red X for the format shape. That was that one that needs to be corrected in geometrics for adding the red border. So again, that may be corrected by the time you see this video. It may not, I'm not sure, but just go through the steps to complete it how I have anyway. All right, so you make sure that you haven't skipped any, and I can go ahead and finish test. Make sure you finish it, not just save it. Finish to submit it. Are you sure you want to complete the practice test? The test will be graded and you will be taken to a page to view the results, and you can click yes. So again, we won't have 100 because of that border question that needs to be fixed, but this is just practice as long as you know how to do it. Alright, so you can see we got 981. Right, and you can then move on to another test if you'd like.